Alright guys, so here I am fishing again. I'm at a small pond in Flower Mound, Texas. It's really hot, it's about 95 degrees with, I don't know how much humidity, but it's a lot. And I'm going to really try to catch some fish today in these harsher conditions during the summer where the weather doesn't change a whole lot and it's just really hot every single day. So hopefully I can show y'all how to catch a few fish during the hard times of the year. This pond is pretty small. You'll see more of it once I start fishing around it. But there are some good bass in here. I've caught some 4-pounders out of here and a bunch of smaller ones. So hopefully I can try to find where the bass are at and get them to hook onto the bait and get them in to show y'all. And also give you guys a few tips along the way. Alright, gonna get curious. So it's a little bit loud here, so I don't know how well exactly you'll be able to hear me. But the first thing I always do when I get to a pond is look and figure out where I want to fish. I don't just get here and just start fishing. So things that I'm going to look for on this pond are where the duckweed and lilies jut out into the water. And sometimes that'll tell you that maybe there's a little point there in the ground. Or, you know, maybe it's just an area for a bass to ambush and stay out of the shade and be in a little bit deeper water. And that all kind of depends on whether those bass are up real tight in the weeds to stay cool, or if they're trying to hang out in the deeper areas. And since there's no deeper cover really in this pond, I feel like they could really be in that duckweed and the lily pads. So I'm really going to try to focus on staying tight to those, even fishing under them. And then also, there's a few little bitty branches and things in the water. Sometimes I can get a reaction bite out of those. So hopefully we can try to do that. In the back over there, there's a little bitty creek behind this little bridge. And a lot of times the bass will go in there to kind of get away and maybe chase in some bait fish and corner them. But considering it's so hot today, I'm not really sure if they're going to be doing that, but we'll see. So something I like to do a lot of times when I get to a pond or when I'm on the lake, I like to fish a really fast-moving bait that can trigger a reaction bite. Kind of see where the fish are, see what kind of depth they're at. Because, you know, if I get 2 cranks on a crankbait and they hit it, that could tell me, you know, that they're at the top of the water column or they're just being really aggressive. You know, if I'm reeling it in real slow along the bottom and hits a big rock and it bounces off to the side and then I get a hit, maybe they're staying real tight to cover and, you know, reacting to baits. But, you know, if I'm just swimming it nice and casually in the middle of the water column, not doing a whole lot, isn't hitting anything, maybe they're feeding and they're real active, swimming around the pond. These are all things that are really good cues and clues to help you and have better fishing success. But hey, it's still a fish. Dang, fouled with that little guy. watermelon green with red flake crawfish soft plastic. Got him right in the tongue somehow. Go right back. Get that hook up. Bigger one. I don't know what's going on today, just a lot of really small fish swim in the channels and the little bit deeper parts of the water here. Right in the roof of the mouth, I can barely get it out. Perfect placement. There we go. It's a good sized fish there. Look at the mouth on that guy. Not that huge of a fish, but what a mouth. Holy crap. That fish that I just caught, that bigger one, I threw it and it landed right next to the lily pads. Like it just splashed in the water and just came up and just exploded on it instantly. It was almost like it saw the bait coming through the air and jumped up at it before the bait even hit the water. So that's telling me something. I'm going to try running this crankbait along the lily pads. If I don't get anything, then I'm going to try to use a top water, maybe even go over there and punch in it, depending on kind of what I